right, here they come. Viva Gauteng, viva! Good luck and all the best to you.
Thank you.
You.
Yeah, but yes, yes.
Press it.
We can.
Good morning.
It's on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ndogozan Tsigamtwana of the Safer South Africa in Gauteng. Lend me your ears as we delve into a critical discussion of the path of reform for South Africa. Our nation faces a pivotal moment, and it's imperative to explore the key requirements of South Africa's growth. In this group presentation, we will navigate the intricate terrain of the economic transformation, touching on the fundamental pillars such as building smart and safe transport systems, the importance of upholding the rule of law during economic growth, and increasing South Africa's allure as an investment destination. I am honored to represent the teams. I am honored to introduce our esteemed team of presenters who will illuminate each of these facets in greater details. For our speaker number 2, we have Buhle. Speaker number 3, we have Kutlwano. Speaker number 4, we have Tulumango. And speaker number 5, we have Ntutugo. Together, we aim to shed light on the comprehensive approach needed to set South Africa on the road to positive reform. Now, with their insights and expertise, we will explore how these interconnected elements can pave the way for a brighter future in our beloved nation. Now, with that being said, what is economic sustainability? It is the economy that is environmentally, economically, and socially sound. It is the economy that is
He's going to.
that is sound. By using the short-term sustainability, we are making sure that the economy can keep chugging along in the near future without damaging its ability to continue operating in the long term. In addition, with the middle term, we are making sure that the economy is resilient and adaptable enough to manage the changes in 5 to 10 years. Furthermore, the long term supports the economic growth without negatively impacting social, environmental, and cultural aspects of the community. However, we have steps to economic recovery, which one of them is that of the renewable energy by using solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal. In addition, sustainable agriculture, investing in education. Again, investing in, furthermore, modernizing existing infrastructure by upgrading roads, bridges, and transportation systems, which can create jobs and improve safety. Moreover, we can improve economic growth by increasing the exports and declining imports that may increase the GDP because they bring more revenue, even if imports do not increase. So, without further ado, I introduce our next speaker, Buhle, to get into more details.
Looking at the role that a more integrated public transport network plays in the developing of an economy. Public transport plays a vital role in the development of a country's economy. An efficient and affordable public transport network can connect people to job opportunities, education, healthcare, and other essential services. This can help people lift themselves out of poverty and improve their standard of living. Transport helps in the assembly of raw materials and distribution of raw, intermediate, and finished goods. It makes it possible to move goods from place of production to the place where they are to be consumed. One specific benefit of public transport is that it can reduce traffic congestion. This is because it takes cars off the road, and also it encourages people to use other alternative forms of transport like cycling and walking. This not only makes cities more livable, but it improves productivity as people can spend less time commuting and more time working. How can we use technology to make our roads safer for all? There are many ways that technology can be used to improve road safety. One example is Intelligent Transportation Systems, ITS, which uses a combination of sensors, communications, and data processing to improve safety and efficiency of transportation systems. This can include things like traffic light synchronization, real-time traffic information, and collision avoidance systems. Another example is autonomous vehicles, which are still in development but could potentially reduce crashes and make our roads safer in the future. One last example is connected vehicles, which are vehicles that can communicate with each other and with the infrastructure around them. This can allow vehicles to share information about their location, speed, and other data, which can help improve safety and efficiency of transportation systems. Now, let's take a closer look at the advantages and disadvantages of each type of transportation system. Land-based transportation systems like roads and railways are often the most efficient for transporting goods and people over short and medium distances. However, they can be expensive to build and maintain, and they can be affected by weather conditions and cable theft. Water-based transport systems like rivers and oceans are usually the most efficient for transporting large volumes of goods and people over long distances. However, they can be slow and they are limited by geography. Air-based transport systems are the fastest, but they can be expensive to maintain and have a limited carrying capacity. There are a few countries that have made significant progress in developing progress in developing safe and smart transportation systems. One example is the Netherlands, which has the lowest fatality rates in the world. Their main focus is on building a multimodal transportation system and creating smart, safe road designs. Another example is Singapore, which has made significant investments in autonomous vehicles and has created a smart mobility map to guide their transportation system into the future. Last but not least is Sweden, which has made a commitment to become Vision Zero, meaning they want to eliminate all traffic fatalities and serious injuries. Handing over to Kutlwano.
Firstly, what is the rule of law? The rule of law in its most basic form is the principle that no person is above the law, and if South Africa can uphold the rule of law, it will be crucial for fostering a thriving economy and ensuring its proper function. By ensuring equal treatment under the law and preventing corruption, the rule of law promotes a level playing field for businesses, encouraging healthy competition and innovation. It also facilitates efficient dispute resolution, reducing uncertainty and enabling business to focus on growth rather than legal battles. A robust legal framework enhances protection for intellectual property rights, fostering innovation and attracting technology transfer and currency increment. Additionally, adherence to the rule of law boosts public trust in institutions, which can improve overall governance, transparency, and accountability, and further boosting investors' confidence. South Africa's economic growth is influencing growth in other countries through a number of channels. It can uplift and commend our international trade, which can contribute to a rise in import demand that is directly reflected in the increase in the net export of other countries. South Africa's rule of law ensures fairness in intellectual property rights and contract enforcement. It can encourage both domestic and foreign investment. This stabilized law and predictability attracts businesses, stimulates innovation, and creates an environment conducive to economic growth. In South Africa, where historical inequalities and social challenges persist, upholding the rule of law becomes even more vital. A just legal system can address economic disparities, provide mechanism for enforcing contracts, and safeguard property rights, all of which contribute to economic growth. If South Africa successfully implements measures and the law to enhance its economic growth, it could lead to increased GDP growth, lower unemployment rates, higher income levels, and improved living standard, as it could grow from 1.1 in 2022 to a modest estimation of 2023 at 0.3% or 0.4%, if enough momentum is gained. In conclusion, the rule of law provides the foundation for a conducive business environment, investors' confidence, innovation, and social progress in South Africa, ultimately driving the growth and effective function of its economy. Thank you. I'll hand over to Kuluman.
Therefore, what can South Africa do to improve the investment in the country, whether from the private sector in South Africa or from foreign investors? I believe our country already is an attractive destination. Over the years, it has made a lot of improvement in successfully navigating the transition from apartheid to democracy. The government of South Africa has made impressive gains in stabilizing the economy and laying a firm foundation for higher economic growth and a broad-based improvement in living standards. Since 1994, South Africa has transitioned from the government system of apartheid to one majority rule. The election of 1994 resulted in a change in our government, with the National Congress coming to power. The ANC retained power after subsequent elections in 1999, 2004, 2009, 2014, and 2019. South Africa offers significant foreign indirect investment opportunities on the African continent. Its location at the southern tip makes it a gateway to markets and beyond Africa. Its abundant natural resources, including gold, platinum, diamonds, and coal, make it a prime destination. With a population of over 59 million, Africa's second largest economy also offers a vast consumer market for businesses selling their products and services, which are fishing, mining, agriculture, and many more. A well-developed financial services, telecommunication, and legal system, together with a dynamic private sector in operating and challenging emerging market conditions, make it an attractive jurisdiction for investors such as optic fiber, freeway, and road upgrades. Despite some challenges, as a stable political environment with a democratically elected government, independent judiciary, constitutionally enriched human rights, sensible fiscal, monetary policies, and a free press provide a conducive environment for businesses to operate. What can be done to improve the attractiveness of RSA as an investment destination? Real gross domestic production increased at an annual rate of 3.2% in 2010, following an increase of 4.6% in the second quarter. The growth of real GDP slowed to a 0.4% honor rate during the second half of 2023. For the year as a whole, real GDP accelerates by 0.9%. After 2023, the growth accelerates as monetary policies eases. I am now going to hand over to Ntutu Bolandelo.
Now, let's wrap this up. Speaker number 2, Bima Kubu, spoke about the role that a more integrated public transport network plays in the developing of an economy, and how can we use technology to make our roads safer for all. She spoke about encouraging public and private partnerships to fund and implement transportation projects. She went as far to speak about traffic management systems which provide permanent control across the network, automatically setting routes for trains and log trains movements, as well as detect and solve potential conflicts among road users. Providing drivers with real-time traffic to make them feel better routing or rerouting decisions. She went on to speak about roads in the future, and some of the pointers were intelligent transportation systems, dynamic traffic management systems, self-healing asphalt, and smart roads. And that's where QRCOM comes in. QRCOM training on CV2X on how it can make transportation smart. Now, CV2X enables
vehicles to communicate with each other and other electronics connected across the network. CV2X can enable cool features like platooning, which reduces the aerodynamic drag and shortening the distance between two vehicles through electronic coupling. Now, moving on to our third speaker, Kay Pumudi, who spoke about the rule of law. What is the rule of law? Well, in simple terms, it means that everyone from individuals to government officials is subject to the same laws and legal processes. This includes things like a fair and independent transparency in government and protection of human rights. The rule of law is the cornerstone of the Constitution, which outlines the rights and responsibilities of citizens and the government. It's a fundamental principle in South Africa's democracy, as it's essential for the economy to thrive. The impact of rule of law in South Africa increased foreign investment and trade. The rule of law thus provides a universal benchmark for assessing the accountability of the government, the lawful and the effective governance. Our fourth speaker, C.H. Mfenyane, was speaking under the subtopic, what can be done to improve the attractiveness of the nation. She spoke about thriving for political stability to create a predictable business environment, investing in infrastructure to improve efficiency and accessibility. The nation should communicate with United Arab Emirates, which are one of the new BRICS members, and offer tax innovatives to attract business and encourage investments. We should also promote the training we should also promote education and training to create a skilled workplace. Now, to cap this off, I am for the BRICS summit that was held in South Africa in August 2023, as it shows the rest of the world that Africa is a force to be reckoned with. If we as people play our collective roles, we can help and improve and elevate our standards to be those, and socio-economic structure to be that of a first world country. I thank you ever so much.
Okay.
Wow, 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 wow. Congratulations, Gauteng. That was amazing. Well done. Give them another hand. Were you listening to what these young people were telling you? I actually wrote notes. I'm like, what QLCOM? And I heard things I've never heard before. I feel like I need to do like a whole Google search after this on so many of the things that these young people raised. I am learning so much today. It's unbelievable. And this is why, as I said last time, I'm going to repeat this. Our politicians should be here. I can't keep every year we're told there's a state of the nation, we're hearing the same things. Hey, president must be here. President must be here. These are the things that we want to hear in the state of the nation. We want to hear about technological advancements that already are out there that South Africa can take advantage of. And these young people are telling us, they're showing us, they know, you know? And I think for me, sitting here today, the one thought that kept sort of playing in my mind was this idea that we cannot fail these young people. We dare not fail these young people. There are times when I watch the news and I watch Parliament, and I think to myself, these politicians don't take us seriously. They really don't take this country seriously. Listen to what you've just heard this morning. These are our young people. And yet when you listen to the level of debate in Parliament, perhaps let's not go there. I don't want my blood pressure to go up. But really, there is a lot that we can learn, that we should learn. And frankly, we need to up our game. We cannot be leading a generation like this. And look at what we've delivered. What have we delivered for them thus far? Growing unemployment, growing poverty, growing inequality. If today doesn't make you feel like you want to do something about the state of South Africa, I don't know what else will. I don't know what else is going to shake your consciousness. Because I want you to imagine a situation where these young people are sitting at home unemployed because they can't find work or they can't find a space in a university. And the question then should be, what did we do as the grown-ups in the room? What did we do? Because it's a reflection on us. It means we would have failed them. And we cannot fail them. You can see, you can hear, you can feel the potential, the intelligence, the analysis. They're brilliant. They're brilliant and they're ready to lead. So we better fix this country. We better fix our problems because we are the ones who are in charge right now. We are the ones who are in charge. What are we going to do to set the stage so that they can take over? What are we going to do? And I hope that is the question that you are left with at the end of today. That when you leave here, you feel galvanized, you feel fired up to do everything possible to rescue this country, to save the economy, to grow our economy, to create jobs, to make space for young people, to build universities so that none of these kids are sitting on the streets 15, 20 years, or in 15 or 20 years' time. That's how I'm feeling right now after hearing all of the presentations. So I just want to thank them again and also thank you, our audience. I want to thank this audience here and also our virtual audience for staying with us and watching this because this is such an important moment. And on that note,